Now on Fox 14, local authors took the spotlight to share writing tips and give a sneak peek into a writer's life. Plus, Joplin families got a sweet start to Halloween at Mercy Hospital, and new CPR guidelines show how quick action can save lives.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
This is KOAM News on Fox 14. I'm Anthony Saviello. The Writers League gathered at the Joplin Public Library to celebrate storytelling and creative talent from across the region. Speakers covered topics like scene setting, going independent as an author, and even the importance of names in fiction writing. Attendees had the chance to meet fellow writers, sell their books, and take home door prizes after each presentation. The event also featured the League's contest awards ceremony, honoring this year's winning writers and their works.
Just the camaraderie of being around other people that are interested in the same thing I am. You know, it's just, I guess it's probably true no matter, you know, if you had a convention of plumbers or whatever, you know, that's you just like being around people that enjoy doing the same thing you do, and that sort of thing.
We have more about this event on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Let's go ahead and check in with the newest member of our weather team, meteorologist Donald O'Keefe.
Yeah, so it has been a pretty rainy weekend, but we are looking at a dry out on Monday, but it'll still be overcast. Rain does look to return on Tuesday, and chilly overnights, lows in the 40s with a possible freeze closer to Halloween. But Halloween, we are looking at a fall-like temps. Those rain chances over the next 48 hours are definitely going to increase by tomorrow morning, but then it is going to really dry out by the time we get to Monday. So let's just take a look ahead right now. Saturday through the evening, just a few spotty showers, mid 50s. We're going to wake up in the morning, low 50s, 53 degrees outside. Not too bad. It's still a few lingering showers, and then it's going to dry out a little bit. So some spotty showers, but then by Monday and Tuesday, Monday is going to dry out, and then Tuesday we're going to get some more rain chances, but I'll have more details about that coming up.
Awesome, Donald. Thanks. Families in Joplin got into the Halloween spirit this weekend as Mercy Hospital hosted its annual Track or Treat event. The walking track around the hospital was lined with festive booths, each run by different departments and local charities, including the Ronald McDonald House. Staff dressed in costumes and handed out candy to kids and families, bringing smiles to what organizations say is a beloved community tradition.
So it's something we look forward to every year. It's one opportunity for us, we feel like, of many that we do within the community to give back when we can. And so I think it's imperative for us to be able to continue that effort. It's built and grounded in our foundation and who we are.
This marks the 4th year of the event. Coming up, Kenview is pushing back against claims Tylenol could be linked to autism, saying the science just doesn't add up. But up first, coming up, the American Heart Association just updated its CPR guidelines. We'll break down what's changed. The American Heart Association's CPR guidelines are meant to help everyday people respond in an emergency, and those recommendations were changed this week. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on what to know about the updated guidance that could help save a life.
In an emergency, it's a set of life-saving recommendations that empower a person to take action when every second counts. This week, the American Heart Association released updated recommendations for CPR.
The best, most updated information is necessary to make sure that we save every life.
Dr. Ashish Panchal with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is one of the writers of the updated guidelines, which begin with new guidance on choking in conscious children and adults. It's now recommended that the patient receive alternating 5 back blows followed by 5 abdominal thrusts until the object is expelled or the person becomes unresponsive.
With infants, we do 5 back blows and 5 chest thrusts with the heel of your arm to relieve that foreign body. And this is the way that we could actually get them breathing again.
Every year in the U.S., about 350,000 people go into cardiac arrest outside of a hospital, because acting quickly can mean the difference between life and death. The updated guidelines say CPR can effectively be taught to children 12 years and older. The guidelines also recommend support for more CPR training in the community.
Once somebody suddenly collapses for no apparent reason, call 911, push hard and fast. Even if you don't know what you're doing, then the responder on the phone, that dispatcher, will help you walk through this so that you can save this person's life.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, the makers of Tylenol is pushing back on a proposed change to the product's safety label. Kenvue said the FDA should not change Tylenol's label to reflect possible connections between use during pregnancy and diagnosis of autism in children. The company stated the revisions would be arbitrary, capricious, and contrary to law. The statement comes after President Donald Trump encouraged pregnant women to stop taking acetaminophen last month. Without evidence, Trump claimed acetaminophen is linked to autism. Current Tylenol safety labels instruct people who are pregnant or breastfeeding to ask a health professional before use. More than 6 million eggs are being recalled nationwide over possible salmonella contamination. The FDA says Black Sheep Egg Company pulled hundreds of thousands of cartons after tests found several strains of salmonella. The eggs were sold under various brand names to retailers and wholesalers across the country. Ken's Hens is also recalling its grade A pasture-raised eggs for the same reason. No illnesses have been reported, but consumers should return the eggs for a full refund. Donald is next with a complete look at the forecast, and later, when a little girl opened a free library book, she and her grandma found something far more special than a story inside.
And you guys have probably noticed it has been a rainy weekend and also pretty cool. Taking a look at a 36-hour trend here, really not much change over the last couple of days. Mid-50s, it's really feeling like fall out there now. For our high, we only got up to about 56 degrees. Our average is 67, so definitely feeling cooler because of that rain that's pushed through. So let's take a look at the rain chances for Sunday. So right now, we're actually going to see just a little bit of isolated showers. Nothing much is happening until we get to the morning. Some scattered showers there in the morning. But then when we start pushing through the day into Sunday night and Monday, it really starts to dry out. As you can see, we're going to have some drier conditions on Monday as this system starts to push out. Really looking forward to that dry because all that rain that we've been having. So if you're planning your day for tomorrow, a little bit of rain in the morning at 54, getting up to about 58 for a high at 4 p.m., but overcast skies. Taking a look at downtown Joplin, Cornell, and Art and Entertainment Complex. Pretty nice night, definitely dry, still a little overcast, pretty cool. So get outside and enjoy that walk. Our temperature trend for the next few days, like I was saying, we really haven't had much of a change. Monday, we are going to warm up just a tad bit because of that system that's going to be pushing out. But Tuesday is when that rain chances will be back again. So let's take a look at the upper level winds right now. So that's our low pressure system that's over top of us right now, bringing in that rain. That's going to push off. Things are going to dry out Monday. You can see right there, we're still getting those westerly winds, warmed up just a little bit. We're going to push into Monday night and Tuesday morning. There's that next system, that low pressure system. We're going to be dipping down to us, bringing in that rain chances again by the afternoon. That's when we're going to see the heaviest rain is by about 5, 6 o'clock. So taking a look beyond Tuesday and beyond. So Tuesday morning, mid-50s, the rain's going to be coming in the afternoon and evening time. That's going to kind of push off a little bit, get down to about 42 as you're waking up on Wednesday morning. Rain still lingers around throughout the day. We're only going to go up to maybe about 50, 55. That rain's still going to be there, but then Thursday it dries out. But look at those temperatures. Upper 30s, 37 in Joplin. We might see a freeze with that. So we can't rule it out that there might be a freeze. And then it dries out again, getting to Halloween. Looks like a pretty cool morning as you're waking up on Friday. But even though Halloween is still a little bit out, let's still talk about it because we are getting into that fall feeling. So we could see 6 p.m., 58 degrees. It's going to cool down as you're getting outside, getting those kids ready for going out trick-or-treating, but we're really starting to come into fall now. Taking a look at our 10-day forecast, rain's going to drop out. Tuesday, rain's going to happen again, and then we're going to get into that really fall-like feeling by Halloween and the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, we'll take the rain now as long as it goes away by then.
Oh, so, yeah, it'll be gone after Tuesday, and then
awesome.
Beautiful rest of the week.
Good to hear. Thanks, Donald. Coming up, Missouri Southern football looks for its second straight win. Ben McLeish has that story and more up next in sports.
Missouri Southern football is back at Fred G. Hughes Stadium today for homecoming as the Lions look for their second straight MIAA win. MSSU taking on Missouri Western in Week 9, and the Lions can't get anything going early. On their first drive, Tillman Martin is brought down by Khalid Serial for the sack. The Griffins would take a quick 10-0 lead, but Southern gets in the red zone thanks to a forced fumble by the defense, and on third down, Martin finds Isaiah Green, who runs into the end zone for the Lions' first points. Southern would get the ball right back, but Martin is running for his life in the backfield, and he's sacked again to end the Lion drive. Same score on the next possession, 3rd and 4. Martin races for the sticks, and he gets the first down, but not without taking a shot to the shoulder that would later sideline him in the second half. And on the very next play, Martin is brought down for the 3rd time, and he can't hang on to the ball. The Griffins force the fumble and recover it in Southern territory. And Missouri Western capitalizes right away as Brandon Hall dives into the end zone to put the Griffins up 16-7. On the next drive, Martin would look deep for Isaiah Padello, who hauls it in for the 28-yard reception into Griffin territory. But the Lion offense stalls out again, and the Griffins would pull this one out for their first MIAA win of the season, 19-12. The high school volleyball postseason continues with a full Saturday slate in both Kansas and Missouri. Starting in the Show Me State with the Class 4 District 6 tournament semifinals at Webb City. The top-seeded Cardinals defeated Springfield Catholic in the quarterfinals, taking on Hillcrest. Third set, Webb City leading 2-0 off the Cardinals serve. The Hornets on the attack, but this spike is denied by Hartley Harper and Jocelyn Maxwell. Later in the set, it's the Cardinals' turn to go on the attack, setting up Adeline Maxwell, who gets in on the action with a kill. Match point for Webb City, and they go back to the outside with Maxwell, and this spike is blocked out of bounds for the match-sealing point as the Cardinals punch their ticket to the championship, defeating Hillcrest in straight sets. In the other semifinal matchup, it's the 2-seed Willard battling the 3-seed Carl Junction. First set off the Tigers' serve, the Bulldogs go to work, setting up Madeline Huffman on the outside, and she brings the boom with this spike for the kill. Later in the set, another Willard serve. Carl Junction's offense is back at it, flipping the court to sophomore Caitlin Ottifer, and she finds Hardwood for a kill of her own. Set point for the Bulldogs. Tigers looking for some offense, finding Taylor Rowden, but Haley Huffman gets a hand on it and clinches the game with this block. Carl Junction upsets Willard, taking down the Tigers in straight sets to advance to the title match against Webb City. Moving to Kansas, Riverton hosting the Class 3A Region 2 Sub-State Tournament as the Rams take on West Franklin. Early first set, Riverton already building a strong lead. Falcons looking to get some momentum, but not so fast. Kendall Kinsley says not today and sends it back for a Ram point. Riverton was just getting started, now going on the attack and connecting with Avery Barnett. She brings the heat for the kill to extend the lead. Rams in full control, still in the first set. Gracie Rance gets in on the fun as this spike won't be returned. Riverton dominates and punches its ticket to the championship, defeating the Falcons in straight sets. In the second semifinals, it's a battle of the Trojans between 2-seed Osawatomie and 3-seed Girard. First set, Girard with the big lead, going on the attack and using the middle with senior Megan Bennett. Nobody's returning that spike as the lead grows for the Trojans. A couple points later, Girard offense back at work. this time going to the outside, setting up another senior. Madison Coaster finishes it off with a kill. Set point for the Trojans now, and the defense was also getting busy as Avery Bennett caps off a dominant start for Girard with a block to steal the set. Trojans cruise to the title match against Riverton, beating Osawatomie in straight sets. The Rams and Trojans facing off for the sub-state title and a ticket to the state tournament. First set, Riverton with a lead, but here comes Girard off the Rams serve. The Trojans find their senior Madison Coaster on the outside, and she sparks a run to cut the deficit. But Riverton isn't backing down, looking to regain the momentum, setting up Avery Barnett, who records a kill. She was dominant in this one. Now set point for the Rams off the Girard serve. Riverton goes to the middle with the Gracie Rance, who seals the deal on the first set. Moving to match point for Riverton, it's junior Rylan Thompson. She steps up with the ace to clinch the region title. The Rams are headed back to state with their fourth sub-state championship in the last 5 years.
We're just loaded up on sports this year, man. I mean, we're in the thick of everything happening. Playoffs, football playoffs starting very, very soon as well.
Fall is one of my favorite seasons for sports. Lots of fun action, and what a day for Riverton.
Absolutely, 100%. We're back with more after this. A Pennsylvania woman found something quite unexpected inside a book she picked up at a little free library. It wasn't a good story, but rather some private love letters. Madeline Wright has more on how her discovery turned into a story about love, luck, and the power of a small community.
It may look like an ordinary wooden box, but this little free library, where neighbors can take a book, leave a book, had something extra special inside. A love story tucked between the pages.
Fate? I just don't think there are many coincidences in life.
Debbie Mercury was walking through Merwood Park with her 4-year-old granddaughter Parker when the little girl picked up a book from the free library and love letters fell out.
Oh my gosh, I held them to my heart right away. And, again, being a hopeless romantic, I thought, oh, these are so beautiful. These are keepsakes.
Curious, Mercury posted a photo of the letters on Facebook, hoping to find out who they belong to.
The gentleman's nickname, I guess, is Stumps, and he had this little cartoon of a dog that he drew, and I thought, someone is absolutely going to know this guy. So immediately someone said that they knew them.
That someone was Jennifer Chancharulo. She saw the post on social media and realized the letters were hers and her husband Dan's. The couple had written them years ago during Pre-Cana, a Catholic marriage preparation program. How did the letters end up in the book?
I'm sure I was just using them for a bookmark at some point.
Dan, now a father of 3, says the couple was clearing out their basement but had no idea the letters were in there when they donated the book From Dude to Dad. What does it mean to you that a stranger took the time to find you instead of just throwing the letters away?
It's incredibly cool. So I'm really excited to meet Debbie.
And the feeling is mutual.
I was going to drive them over to their place. And of course, I'm going to be excited to hand deliver them and obviously give them a big hug.
Well, the Mega Millions jackpot continues to grow after no ticket matched all 6 numbers in Friday's drawing. The jackpot has now surged to $714 million, making it the 9th largest amount in the game's history. The next drawing is Tuesday. If someone happens to win, it would be the 2nd largest Mega Millions jackpot ever won in the month of October. The lottery says more than 482,000 tickets did win some kind of prize, but just not the big one. Fingers crossed for my lottery ticket. That's our time for tonight. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.